Okay, folks, welcome to Ventura, California. It's a beautiful sunny day here. This is a beach town, of course, but it's also an oil town. There's refineries and wells and so forth behind us here. We're overlooking them. Okay, so today we're going to do sharpening with the new Work Sharp knife and tool sharpener, the Ken Onion edition. Maybe you picked one of these up. They come like this there, and inside the box you're going to find your training, your book and video, and there's good information everywhere. The back panel of this box actually is a handy little chart, so don't throw it away. I'm going to explain this a little bit too. That's that back panel. But you've got to watch that DVD that comes with it, and you want to read through your user's guide. In the beginning part, it talks some sharpening basics. You should be familiar with these. The convex grind is important to know about, and the different types of sharpness, definitions of sharp: toothy sharp, shaving sharp, and shiny sharp. So you know, there's decisions that you can make on what you want to do with that knife. How sharp do you want it? All right. So we're going to do just a basic sharpening here. Now, your sharpener comes with 5 grits: a coarse, extra coarse, coarse, medium, fine, and extra fine. 5 different grits. 3 of them are the Norton Norex, these heavy, thick belts, many layers deep. They last a long time. They slow down with use, but they keep working. And then there's other belts. This is a 60 grit, which is also available. And there's probably about 10 different grits available from the company, but we're going to concentrate on just the 3, the X65, X22, and X4. Those are the ones, the Norton Norex belts, that you're mainly going to use on knives. All right. Okay, I'm going to set these aside. Now, we're going to sharpen an outdoor knife, a hunting knife. It's a smallish Bowie. And we're going to use what the book says. The chart here, it says on outdoor knives, hunting knives, 25 degrees and low to medium speed. So with the Ken Onion sharpener, you do have an adjustment for your angle. So we're going to set that at 25, and it is set for 25. That's the jaws, which are removable. And the speed down here is also adjustable from very fast to very slow. See? So we want somewhere in between, so we're going to go with about low to medium. That's about right there. Okay? All right, there's a shelf for long knives, like kitchen knives, but for outdoor and hunting knives and pocket knives, you're not going to use that. You want to get right into that, up to that belt, and this would keep you from being able to do that. All right, and so the chart says X65, X22, X4. So we're going to start with the X65 belt. Now these don't have a proper direction. You can put them on either way, but they're marked on the inside. This is the X65. You put that first over this pulley, then this by lifting over the top, and then you adjust the tracking. This is that yellow slider that adjusts the side to side on the belt across the pulleys. Okay, so it's adjusted correctly. All right, now it says a pull rate of 1 inch per second and number of strokes per side 6 to 10. All right, now we're going to work the left side first. So we drop the knife down onto the belt with the motor off. We're holding it up against that outside shoulder, and not against the belt itself, but up against that shoulder. And then turn the motor on and draw the knife across. Now we're following the shape of the knife, you know, the shape of the knife. And when the tip actually gets to the midpoint of this belt, we want to stop right there. If you go past that, think of a little stop sign right in the middle of the belt. If you go past that, you could round the tip off. So again, you got to read the directions, and it tells you these things. Okay, so that was number 1. This is number 2. This is number 3. This is number 4. We're going to do 6 to 10. There's number 6. Number 7. Now you can do a few and then feel for the burr. I'm just doing the 8 here on this left side of the blade. The belt's coming down, and it should bring a burr over to the opposite side, which it has. If you go like this, you could feel it. You could see it in the light. I don't know if you can see it here, but it's there. If you have a strong light or sunlight, that's good. You could spot it. And then you switch sides, and you do the same number of passes. In this case, 8. Pull rate of 1 inch per second. And number 8. This is called profiling. We're shaping the right shoulder this time, so the profile, or the cross-section of that cutting edge would be a convex grind, and it's going to bring a little burr up on this left shoulder, and it's an even burr the whole way, so you look for that. Good. Okay, so that was the X65 belt. If you don't get the burr on doing 6 to 10 and 6 to 10, then you come back and do another 6 to 10 on this side and feel for that burr. Make sure, get this side, 6 to 10, back to there if you need to, back to there if you need to. On a knife that's way out of profile or damaged or nicked, you might have to do several sets of 6 to 10 here, 6 to 10 there, 6 to 10 here, 6 to 10 there with this X65 belt. But this is the belt that takes the damage out of the knife, that puts that convex grind on the blade, you know, that shape. It's talked about in the book and so forth. And but once you get that proper profile and the burr, then you drop down to your X22 belt. That's this one. Now again, these are marked. It's on the back. It's not a directional belt. So lifting the pulley over the top. All right. Now, since we have raised the burr and gotten it even, don't have to be concerned about the burr anymore. We're going to go left side, and then we're going to go right side. This is a finer grit, the medium grit, the Norton Norex belt. It's about 4, I think, and there's 5. Now this knife I've sharpened before, so I know it's the proper profile and there's no damage in it. So I'm just doing 6. I did 6 on this side and 6 on this side. Since we're alternating, there is no burr, and we're getting a nice polish in the shoulder because we're working through our grits. We've gone to a finer grit. All right. Now we're going to go to the X4 belt. So we switch again, take lift and release. It takes just a few seconds to replace the belt. And then on this belt, again, we go left side and right side, left side, right side. 10 strokes per side. There's 3, 4, 5. Now this is an excellent belt for keeping a knife sharp too. So if you've already sharpened the knife following this procedure, and then you use it, maybe you're on a hunt and you skinned a buck or something, or maybe you cut some wood or something, or maybe you just cut up some cardboard boxes, you slightly dull the knife. So sometimes just dropping it this way, left and right, will bring the edge back. This is the X4 again. Sometimes you might have to drop back to the X22 and do 6 to 10 on left, 6 to 10 on right, and then move over to this belt. But at this point, we're getting a brilliant shine on that shoulder. I'm not sure if that'll pick it up in the light there, but it's a very polished, shiny edge. It's a convex grind, and it's basically of the types, the definitions of sharpness that I've referred you to before. This is a shiny sharp. We've actually a shaving sharp. We're using a 25-degree angle. If we narrowed it down to 22.5, we could get even a shinier edge and ridiculously sharp. But this is shaving sharp. So we've got a shaving edge on this knife right now. All right. So let's see how it's cutting. Now this is just paper that I picked up at a convenience store or something like that. These are the rental guides. But it's cutting both with and against the grain. It's sharp right into the very tip of the knife. That's a shaving edge, definitely. That would shave the hair right off your arms. You could actually, in the morning, shave with it and surprise the wife some morning. But anyway, that's how you go about it. Now, there's a lot more to know, of course, and there's different sections in your book that relate to other types of knives. We just showed you an outdoor knife. If you have kitchen knives, then it's section 9, and follow the instructions there, and use the chart up here for kitchen knives. For a sushi knife, you want 16 degrees at low speed, at a meat cleaver 30 at high, and you're going to use different grits for those two different types of knives. So again, look at the charts, follow the book. If you have serrated knives, well, then you're going to use that 6,000 grit purple belt, that honing belt. That's also the belt that you're going to use on a gut hooks. Fillet knives are similar to kitchen knives in the angles, but serrated knives are there. Okay, so there's a lot to know. Scissors, lawnmower blades, axes, machetes. There's a whole bunch of stuff you're going to get expert at. There are attachments for this unit. This is the blade grinding attachment. The motor is there, and this is the components that are used for sharpening. See the sharpening guide and cassette. This is your blade grinding attachment, and if you're interested in getting one of these, just let me know. I sell them, and this allows you to use the big 1x18" belts, variable angles from 10 to 35 degrees, variable speed. There's even a leather strap available for this. You lock it on, and you have your reference plane, your horizontal plane, and you come up and work the left side, come up and work the right shoulder, left shoulder, right shoulder. This is for taking a knife blank and making a knife out of it. Pretty amazing. And then there's also a heavy grinding attachment, which is also available, and it takes a 60 grit belt. You need this bigger motor for the grinding attachment and the blade grinding attachment. They do draw some current, so this machine will handle those chores really well. Okay, got some wind here. Sorry about that. But this is kind of an overview and a summary of how to sharpen an outdoor knife. I hope that was helpful to you. Okay, and watch my other videos. Stay in touch. My website is worksharpeasy.com. Okay, and I'll let you take a look at the surroundings here. It's pretty awesome here today.